Would it be true to say that I ordered you? Or is it you that ordered me? I could say you are the only one I see, but I can't stop at 2 or 3. And I am afraid to need you so. And I am too sober not to know that you may be my problem, not my love. Would I be lying if I said you were too sweet? Though I'm quite sure you got a bite.
All right, so we are live. So giving Restream a test. Reason is I have to figure out how to use this platform. Excuse me, folks. Did a few rearranging things, and you know, the only reason I wanted to do this because last night we had a 4R roundtable. Great guest, great panel. I don't know if you guys got to watch it, but I had to. For the most part, I technically directed it from the background, which is cool. Which is something I'm trying to do right now, is get used to doing that. But I also wanted to try to get used to how to use Restream. Problem was, like last night, guest had a problem remembering other panelists' names, and I didn't see where the name tags were. I know I should know that, but again, switching from StreamYard to Restream, try to just see how it works out, and giving it a real test. That's what I really wanted to do. So only way to do that, of course, is practice, right? So thank you if you're watching this evening, guys. Appreciate it so much. We are streaming live, of course, on our Facebook page. You can at MFSB Live. You can check us out on our Facebook, my Facebook profile, Gabriel Leal on Facebook. So if you're watching there, thumbs up, appreciate you. And then we're also streaming live on LinkedIn, guys. So if you're watching on LinkedIn, do us a favor, send an invitation to connect. Always can love connecting with people on LinkedIn. Catherine's here, of course. She's already saying, I'm loving this. Thank you so much, Catherine. We are streaming live on Twitch at the same handle, MFSB Live. And then we're also streaming live on Twitter at same handle, MFSB Live. And then you can check us out, of course, on our YouTube channel. And that is www.youtube.com/C/made from scratch broadcast. Do us a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. Do appreciate it, guys, if you do checking us out. And then kind of just checking out the overlays, see how these bad boys work out. Working through getting to know this a little bit better. I was very familiar with using StreamYard, and I'm about to get into start using other platforms as well. About to start launching on OBS, about to start launching on vMix, and a few others that I've been testing. So thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate you all watching. If you've been watching, I don't know if you have been or not, but gosh, I was trying to connect earlier with my buddy, Mr. Russ Johns. He'd sent me a Zoom link, and I totally botched it. I missed the connection there. So I don't know if he's still available, but I sent him a link on LinkedIn. So if he's watching, click the link. You're allowed to join live if you would like, my friend. And then, of course, just having a few other. Ooh, look at there. See what I mean? Camera malfunction. There we go. All right, back at it. So just getting I've moved a few things around, so it's been a little bit crazy. I got to get my other lighting in here. I switched positions just because, again, if I'm going to be technically directing, there's going to be sometimes I'm going to have to jump in and like last night, I was working on the show in the background, and my host Michael had to leave, so yeah, I had to take over, and I finished, I think, the last like 20 minutes, 20 something like that, 20 25 minutes. Hadn't planned on it, but I figured, I might as well dust out the old tools, make sure they're not rusty. So I do got somebody watching. This is one of the cool things about Restream. It gives you a counter on every platform, and I can pull it up and see who's watching. So I got one person watching on, let's see, that'd probably be Twitch, either Twitch or Twitter, one of the two. So if you're watching, drop it down in the comments. Appreciate you. Apparently nobody else is watching here. So I guess I'm doing this show for myself, and just trying to, again, get familiar with the with the whole shindig, the whole shigamabag, right? And I know it's kind of late to be doing a live stream. Most of the time, everybody, unless you're like on the West Coast, and then that kind of makes sense. But even then, it's kind of late, right, to be doing. See, there goes. So if you kind of go to a whole nother, I guess, place, pull up in here, sometimes it'll no, it's kind of funky. I'm getting used to it. I'm trying to figure all the settings out, the inputs, the outputs. Again, you can check out all the most of the overlays do pull up. Only thing is you can't. You can use an overlay, right? You were able to use it on StreamYard as well. But the one thing that I did like about that and then StreamYard, the difference is that StreamYard, if you had an overlay that was a GIF, and that's just GIF, of course, it would play when you would upload it into the section. It was just for particular overlays. But here on Restream, I think it's just a PNG or a JPEG that'll take it. It does do video, and that's a whole other thing that's kind of cool. Like, you can play a video and then put an overlay on top of it, and it would still play, right? So that's pretty cool. So you could kind of make an overlay border and then play a video inside of it, which is kind of cool. I like that. In StreamYard, what would happen was if you went on and put an overlay, so if you had a video, right, and you played the video would take priority over everything. So the overlay would come off and the video would play, and then video would come back on. So I know it's kind of funny, funky, but let's see if it shows. If I take the overlay off, yeah, see, there's my name down there at the bottom. I didn't have it on yesterday. I should have had that on. Then you can change the colors on it, right? So if you wanted to say, I don't like that color, let's go with green. So there it is, green in the corner. That's kind of cool. You can change your names, all the participants' names. You can take the names off. So I found that out where that was yesterday. Different layouts. So if you do this layout here, well, I think it only works if you got more than one people, but it's got two different layout styles. So it does a wide, and it does like kind of a does like a landscape and kind of like a portrait, so it makes it a little bit bigger. It's, again, kind of cool. That's StreamYard has a few different other type of has other type of layouts like that you can switch on. So you can, but the same thing here. So if you do the spotlight, you can in and out. You can maximize your screen. You can do the same sort of deals, right? It's just a little bit different in figuring out the whole layout of how everything is. So that's cool, right? I mean, that's the whole funny thing about learning a whole nother platform, right? And you know, before I would be like, hey, don't try Restream or don't whatever. I think you do have to try it out and see which one probably works for better for some people. I mean, StreamYard is the most popular, I think, at this point, but you know, it is for some people swear by using Restream. I've had other people do that. So you know, again, I don't know. I'm trying just to see chat options. So there we go, right? What happened? I'm listening on LinkedIn, so let's go on with the show. Well, I'm testing it today because I do want to be able to, Catherine, to have guests on, and I want to be able to, before I bring somebody else on, unless it's a kind of somebody like Russ or somebody who I know kind of is used to the live stream sort of thing. I would, you know, I want to get familiar with it before I jump back in because I don't know. I just have a certain thing about wanting to make sure I get a lot of the technical parts about it. Yes, I'm still live. I am live. So if you see in the comments, here we are, right? Showing it's on LinkedIn. And it still shows that I am live. So yes, still live. Question. It should be. There's a link, Mr. Johns. I do believe that it is still live. Yes, so we still got a live stream going on LinkedIn. So, Mr. Johns, if you want to click on the link there, and here we go. If anybody else is feeling brave, here we go. I'm going to post the link down here at the bottom. Check it out. Awesome. Okay, there's a Restream link. And then on LinkedIn, here we go. All right, Bamo, Restream link on as well. So click on the link. You're more than welcome to join. I will bring you into the studio. We can have a conversation. Again, wanting to get more of the particular. Oh, I have somebody. I don't know who, but let's see. This gentleman. Let's go. Let me pull down the overlay here. Let's go to the wide overlay. How about that one? That one's a little bit better. Right, bigger, wider, streamer. There he is. There is. There's the man, guys.
I have somebody.
So,
Don't know who.
if you don't know who that is Russ Johns. He is the proprietor of the Pirate Syndicate. He is the host, star of the Pirate Broadcast. So, also, quote unquote, he is my mentor, guys. Kind of helped me get this all figured out. So, I am, again, figuring out how to do the whole thing with Restream, which is a little bit different. This is cool.
Yeah.
The functionality, the primary functionalities are all the same. You just have to figure out how to operate them and what's the best way to use them. Right?
What goes first?
Exactly. That's the whole part of the thing, because pulling in. See, that's where I say some advantages of StreamYard are that the layout is very, very simple, easy to use. So that's why a lot of people like it. It's not very too confusing. Whenever a guest pops in, you see the window pop in. Pretty much, you click on them when they pop in. Boom, they're on screen. This one actually has a toggle bar where it switches back and forth, and then it's again, some of the functionalities, like, so if I wanted to spotlight you, there you go, right? If I wanted to maximize it, I'm out of screen altogether, and then we're back. You just got to learn to just again figuring out the functionality of how it actually works. And the whole reason I really wanted to get used to this is because, again, I'm wanting to do work on a few other people's shows remotely. Get used to how all the functions work.
I want a macro where I could change the single view to a double view and the border at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you have the overlay, see, like if you're doing a solo and you're doing an overlay, and you want to transition the overlay from a single shot to a double shot, I want a macro that creates that effect.
Yeah, that would be nice. And one of the things I was saying that I figured out here with using Restream is, like, okay, you know how when you play a video or video clip on StreamYard, it takes priority over everything. So once you play the video, it mutes your mic, it pulls you out of camera, any overlays or backgrounds that you have on, they go into the background until the video's done.
Yeah.
On Restream, you can actually play a video with the overlay on top of it. That's kind of cool. Just a small little feature, but again, these are the things that I'm figuring out whenever I started messing with it. And then another thing is you can actually schedule a video to go live up to 30 minutes prior. So say if you had a video piece recorded, right? And you went through, you did the editing to it, and then you had it ready to go, you can schedule it to go live. And then at that certain time, so if it is Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, you have a live and you wanted to go stream it across multiple platforms, and you're streaming a pre-made video, right? You went through and you did the whole editing process to it. It'll actually play it as long as you have it uploaded into Restream. That's kind of it's got it in the dashboard. I was looking at that and I was going, because it's got a scheduler tool. So
I think you can do that with Vimeo too. Vimeo Live.
Yeah. And there's so many different ones that are
they're all evolving.
There's so many different ones for us. Amazon has theirs that they're I guess you have to get you have to be, I don't know, qualified for it. I don't know how that actually works to stream on Amazon.
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to investigate that.
I've seen it because I think there's Kyle Burt has his on Amazon Prime. There's a few others that I've seen that use Amazon to stream on, so it's a little bit different. I've actually been approached by another streaming service called, it's not big here in the States. It's called Libit, Libit. And they're trying to bring live streaming, their live streaming kind of sort of platform, and it's going to be more like it's more made for a mobile device than it is like for a desktop or layout, something like that. So, but you can work with it through OBS. So if you've done OBS or Streamlabs, you can use it, create overlays, do the whole thing.
How do you approach OBS doing a host and a guest?
Well,
have you done that?
I've actually been practicing. I haven't done it yet with the guest. Okay. What I've been doing is building my layout, building overlays, building intros and trying to put them into OBS just for YouTube, just strictly for YouTube. That's all I've been practicing on, because you can also create the overlays for the chats on YouTube, and you can actually rearrange it. I mean, I was watching all these videos about it, because there's some people that just want to stream live on YouTube. I don't know. I was just looking at it and go, okay, something to put into the tool belt and just try it out and see how it goes.
Right.
But even like messing with OBS, right? It's a whole other process. Just learning how to figure out.
Well, I think you could probably take either Restream into OBS.
Yes. Yeah.
And then Restream out.
That's another.
Or take Ecamm. If you're on Mac, you could do it that way. I would like to experiment with. We should create an experiment with StreamYard streaming into OBS.
Yes.
And then out through Restream.
Yes.
Because in OBS, you can have the overlays, you can have the inserts, you can have the transitions.
Yeah, you can actually do lower thirds. You can do animations. Yeah. You can do all that. That's kind of limited with some of these. Like you can't do that in Restream, or you can't do it in StreamYard. They're limited as far as that. But like in OBS, you can, because it's made more for.
But you could bring a StreamYard clean, no overlays, and then do the overlays in OBS.
Yeah, it's the same principles like when doing it with vMix. vMix will let you bring in StreamYard. Same thing. You can create animations, lower thirds, and stream it into there and open it as a second extension. And then you have your live window where you're streaming on StreamYard, and then you have everything else that you have already preset in vMix, and you can pull it in and stream on there.
That makes it easier for the guests to arrive.
Yes, it is. One of the I'm going to tell you what, both of these functionally work very well when you're having big guests, because I've actually done 10 guests on Restream. I did it yesterday. And then I've actually done 10 guests on StreamYard. StreamYard has, I want to say, a little bit better audio. The noise canceling technology that's on StreamYard is a little bit better. There are a few things that it's hard to keep up with, and part of the problem is that I was dealing with yesterday is I was streaming just for me to have on screen. Whenever I was on screen, I forgot I was streaming in 1080p. Because now in StreamYard and in Restream you can actually do both. I was actually on my DSL line yesterday instead of being on.
Did it show?
Yeah, it was actually a little bit lagging, and I forgot because I was going, what the heck? Why am I freezing up? I didn't think about it at first until I started going, oh crap. I don't have. I'm not hooked into my other line, so I was actually hooked into my DSL line, and part of that is I don't get enough upload speed to stream in 1080. So I had to change it down to 720, so it wasn't so bad. And I didn't think about it, but again, out of practice, it's But I'm getting my feet wet again, getting back out there, just seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you trucking, man, and I'm looking forward to Thursday night.
Thursday night.
You're going to be
Kenyatta and Art and the crew.
Yeah. Yes, that's going to be cool.
Out. I think a lot of people are. I got a couple of events going on, and it seems like there's a lot of Zoom fatigue and people.
I'm going to tell you what. But you know what? I've seen a lot more people, I guess, getting active streaming. I've seen a lot more people streaming live on LinkedIn, so I guess they're opening up to a few more people. I'm seeing a few other people besides the regulars. I mean, still seeing some of the people who I was used to seeing, but like
Does it go in waves for you? The people that show up in your feed?
it does.
It does.
It does.
Like, I haven't seen this person forever, and they used to be in my feed all the time, and now they're
All
never.
the time.
Yeah.
It is. It happens for some reason. I don't know why it does, but I guess it's an algorithm. I don't know how the out there. I still can't figure out what their
Yeah.
algorithm is. It is insanely difficult to figure it out because again, there was at one point there was a lot of the pirate community that I was connecting with. That was a lot
Yeah.
of people that were in my feeds.
Yeah.
You know, and slowly but surely, I've seen a lot of that dissipate.
Yeah.
You know,
And new
just
people show up, and all of a sudden, there's a different audience.
and I'm going, okay, cool. I mean, I'll reach out to them, no problem. But I still try to like reach out to like a lot of the people that I was familiar, like Vicky O'Neill and Wendy Gahula. There was a lot of people like that were showing up in my feeds a lot. And then, I mean, it could be part of the part that maybe they're not posting as often, but I couldn't tell because I would
figure they got their fill of the pirate broadcast. They went on to other live streams. So it's like,
well,
I'm okay with that.
well, I think a lot of
doing
them.
my thing.
I think a lot of them have stepped into doing it themselves, trying to get on lives. I know. Let's see, Wendy's got her podcast. She does.
Annie has her podcast.
Vicky does her podcast.
Yeah, she has her YouTube channel.
She's got her. Yeah, she does a live on YouTube.
Every Wednesday morning.
Also, Carol Campos. She was. She's actually
Divine Breadcrumbs.
She actually went live.
Where did you go? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's going with
Okay.
Gabriel.
Oh, there it goes. No,
all of a sudden you just disappeared, evaporated.
Well, I got my plug here is a little loose from my camera that plugs into the USB port. So when it comes loose a little bit, sayonara. So I got another thing. It's a separate USB plug, so it stays away from there, and I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
On my camera. But like I was saying, there's so many people that again, I guess they're doing a lot of stuff in the backgrounds. There's oh gosh, like even Kenyatta. Kenyatta's got her. She does she's got a Facebook group now that she does live on. I'm in part of that.
She's blowing that up too. I mean, that's really.
Oh yeah, that's
so crazy for her. I feel really guilty at times because I'm actually busy. I've got a lot of things going on. I'm doing some productions, and there's my son calling me.
Uh-oh. Gonna be like, hey, son.
Hey, son. Well, here's a crazy thing. It's ringing, but my phone's not ringing. It's like, how
do you answer the phone if it's
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
But again, you've been busy, right? And I even see you try to do like a few of the quick hits. You do a few of your 2-minute drill tips sometimes when you have the chance. And then of course you got the live show in the morning, and which for a lot of people, if you do not know, let me tell you now, there's going to be a shift for a lot of you people who are watching, because again, he streams live 7 o'clock every morning, Arizona time, and twice a year. Everybody else in the world here in the United States shifts times.
Arizona doesn't.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't. So that was one of the first things that was cool, but kind of threw me off the first time I saw it happen because here I'm in Central Standard Time. So when I first started watching you, you were streaming.
It's an hour difference.
Yeah, you were at 8 o'clock. So I was like, oh, cool, 8 o'clock. I know what time he's coming on. So cool. I'm set. I know when to find him. And then one morning, here I am. I'm looking on my LinkedIn feed, 8 o'clock. Nothing. I'm going, oh man, he must be having technical difficulties. What is up? 8:15, nothing. 8:30, nothing. I'm going, man. Well, I was like, well, maybe I hope he's okay, right? And then I
get a message pop up at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, at 9 o'clock. I go, what? And then I think you explained it. Hey, I'm on Arizona time at 7 o'clock. So at some points during the year, I'm actually on Pacific Standard Time. And then some times of the year, I'm on Mountain Standard Time. So, it's
but
about
a year round, it's Arizona time.
Yeah, so really it's one of those things, the world around you's moving. We haven't changed. So
yeah.
So that ship's about to come up here pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I think it's 1st of November, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not that far off. So there's going to be people going, hey, if they're going live, here it is. They're going to be waiting at 9 o'clock or whatever time zone they're in, and then, hey, I missed the show. What happened? And it's time change. So deal with it.
Well, the downside is that people miss it for the first little while because they've had to figure out what time it is, and the upside is a whole new audience gets to gets notified.
So yeah, that changes the dynamic for a little bit.
Yeah.
And again, hey, it's twice a year, folks. Know that. So time changes. Time changes around me, not because of me. So just know that. But it's cool though, man. It's still cool that you're trucking it, man, and you're already in the 200s episode wise. So I think I'm about 130 now. So kind of slow.
It'll be a year. It'll be a year on Thursday.
Oh wow. A year. God. That's a lot of work, man.
5 days a week.
5 days a week, guys. That's no chump change. So I think I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that I've seen that kind of goes on that schedule of 5 days in a row. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know if she does still, but I think for a while, Maya Gordon was doing it. She was actually.
I'd be interested to know. I got 200 right now. It's 246.
Oh, what happened? There it goes. I don't know.
246 episodes.
246. So about 169. That's not bad.
I think I didn't start organizing them at the very beginning because if you add the math and you go 5 days a week for 52 weeks, that's more than 246. Should be closer to 260 or something like that.
So, yeah, that's a lot of catalog, man. It's a lot of stuff.
A lot of content.
It's a lot of content, and then on top of that, what you put into it as well, because you have a whole operation where it goes, once you're done, right, it goes into podcast form, it goes into transcription, it goes into email, and it's Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. If you guys have not ever, I think, and that's part of the deal is like with a lot of people when they start to figure out
what it takes
when
to
they
actually do
what
it all.
when they start and they sit down and they put together a show and they go, wow. I still get people, how are you doing it 5 days a week? I said, well, the thing is, you got to learn how to organize and schedule, and then on top of that, get all your ducks in a row for every opportunity that you can. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
literally, you don't if you don't have any help, getting all that stuff together, it's a lot of work for one person.
Yeah. Looks like Gabriel dropped his USB port connection. But that's okay. We're here
Oh,
living the new normal
living
with
in the north.
Gabriel.
Well, and here's the thing is like right now, I'm actually doing this off of my Wi-Fi. I don't have it hard. Tomorrow I'm going to hardline into my laptop like I usually have it. So
Yeah.
that's why I tell everybody too. If you can get plugged into a solid line, do that whenever you're streaming. It's hard trying to stream and do it with the Wi-Fi signal because sometimes, again, there's so many people eating up bandwidth.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about download speed. I'm talking about upload speed now because people use it now on the regular. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 devices that are streaming in my household when my kids are online doing their online education.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of
High demand.
that's a lot of high demand with doing video learning. Online learning is the fact that they're on it from 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, man, that's why I told my wife I'm getting it where I'm hardwiring all these devices into the 2 of them into my DSL line, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got 2 that I'm doing into my my cable line through my other internet connection. That way, I'm splitting the 2 up, and on top of that, everything that we use in this household is now streamed through the internet. So you watch TV, it's through the internet. You watch gaming, it's on the internet. You do what I'm doing now, it's done through. Yeah. So bandwidth is of the utmost importance. And gosh, I remember the first day, it was a nightmare.
What would we do without the internet, Gabriel?
I don't know. People would be, you know what?
You think COVID is bad?
Yeah.
Lose the internet.
Lose the internet. See what happens. I think that's why at some point, back in the 1800s, reading was a big thing because there was.
Nope. I'm right here. Okay, I'll be there.
Oh,
you're back again.
This internet signal is killing me, but that's okay. I think what I'll do is I'll put the output down.
I need to bounce off. So, I got to go assist my sister. So
I got you, my friend.
Challenges. So
awesome.
Well, thank you for your opportunity to connect. I want to, like I said, I want to connect. I want to connect and test a few of these theories out we got going on, and I think there's some more technology that we could probably evaluate at some point in time. So
let's get working on that. So that's what I've been doing is get my lab back together and get ready to do some more experimenting.
All right.
All right, Mr. Russ.
Have a great night, man. Take care.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
everyone.
Catch you in the morning. Bye-bye, everybody. So there he goes, Russ Johns. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Kick the guest from the studio. That's how it's done, I guess. There we go. Well, hopefully it does it. I don't know. It's supposed to be that way. So, again, internet issues are something that you're going to have. I mean, it's just the way stuff is. So I'm trying to kick to the studio. There's the exit button. I don't know why it's not doing it. Good Lord. So yeah, I've been working on a few things, guys. Let's see. See if the video's working. Yeah, nothing. So I guess it freezes at some with, I don't know. This is the worst. Just trying to figure this out when it freezes up. Boo! Restream. Boo. So trying to just boot it. Maybe get it going started again. Change the overlay. There's that one. Spotlight on me. Let's do the Y. There we go. See what I mean? This is the thing that's going to kill you, Restream. Not being, I don't even have a guest anymore, but it's saying guest on here. My guest is gone. On air guest. Nobody's there. I should be able to do into the solo layout. I don't know. I'm trying, folks. There we go. At least I can do it this way. I got stuff to do tonight anyway. But at least I got on live, folks. Cool beans, right? So, live counter. Let's see. Well, nobody's watching apparently. If you are, thank you. All right, guys. Well, I'm waiting for everything to catch up so I can get out of here. I wanted to do the ender like I usually do. So, here we go. Guys, I will catch you mañana. Let's see, I'll go live tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Why not? Might as well. Get everything else done. Knock it out of the park. Maybe I'll have a guest tomorrow. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye, everybody.